Guys, and welcome back to the channel and our ever-expanding farm. We are doing episode 3, day 2. I've just been having a look over my farm. I've been doing some tree clearing while I've not been recording. We've got a whole area here that's cleared out of trees. Tidied up the ground. I'm not sure what I'm going to put there yet, I haven't quite decided, but we'll put something there. And this area here has all been cleared of trees, so we'll have more grass to play with when it grows in. We've started clearing behind the barn, so we're making pretty decent progress with the tree clearing. Obviously all these will go eventually. I may put cosmetics in there because I actually quite like the look, but we'll see. But anyway, we have made a few alterations. We now have the grain mill up and working with 173,000 litres of sorghum, which was the yield from field 10. We also brought in, wasting all our money, an oil mill. And we have laid very poorly, I freely admit, they are not straight, but we have laid in the basic work for some olive plants, orchards, but as you can see, they're really not straight. I honestly don't mind that much, as long as they don't intersect with each other and they keep a decent enough space here for me to get a tractor down so that I can plough it and fertilise it. That's all that really matters. It's difficult to keep these things straight. I do actually wish they'd made it a bit more sensible when it comes to keeping them straight, but the basic idea behind the olives is that we are going to extend it all the way down here, and we may actually go back there to create a decent yield, possibly. Now, I haven't quite decided how I'm gonna overall lay that out yet, but we have started, so there we go. So for today's work we have contracts, because our fields are growing, so I can't do anything with them. So first things first, we have field 5, which is fertilising. That won't take long. Field 9, fertilising. That really won't take long, because of our modded trailer, which I'm giving serious consideration to not using, because it does seem a bit of a cheat, but we'll see how we go. And field 16 is sowing, and it wants sorghum in it. So we already have our JCB in place. We are set up for sorghum. So what I will do, as always, is I will shut up and we'll get to work, and you will hopefully enjoy the field going up and down with some nice catchy music at times, well, not the music at times 10 speed, but the video will run at times 10 speed, so you get to see the work but in a very short space of time, and you get some nice music to listen to, hopefully in a nice relaxing way. So there we go. We will speak again when this contract is complete. Okay, so that is field 16 contract of sowing completed, so we'll collect that for 35,878. Very nice indeed. Let's refresh the contracts, and yep, there's another fertilizing. We'll grab that. So we will fold this one away. And we will run the fertilizer contracts. And because our fertilizer spreader is modded and has a massively wide spraying work area, we won't bother fast forwarding. I'll just prattle on my way through it. It won't take long to clear out these 3 fields, and then we'll see what other contracts they want to give us. Hopefully we'll get something new, so we're not repeating the same fields over and over again. We do need to carry on with our tree work as well. We need to start clearing out that area so we can plant some of our own, preferably before the day is over, so that we can get that working. Oh yeah, and a new little plant there. Looks like a rock crusher. It actually creates lime from stone and water. Another little mod I picked up. We've yet to put our stones in there, but the water has been topped up. But that will be a job for, well, probably today, because the stone pick is just over there and it does have some stone in it. And if we get it producing, at the very least we can have some lime ready to go, because, well, you know, the fields are all going to need it. There's no getting away from that. Okay, let's drop that off. Grab the fertilizer, and it'll probably be a good idea if we can top it up, maybe. 6,919. Don't actually have any spare fertilizer. That's a little bit of a worry. Alright, we'll see how we go. If we need to go get some more, we'll go and get some more. This will be a good test actually. I know it's got a really wide work area. It's seriously wide. So let's just see if we can get this one done in 2 passes. It'd be kind of cool if we could. My god, we could probably get it done in 1. That is really wide. I wonder, am I fertilising that field next to us? Oh, I'll never know because it's fully fertilised. That is insanely wide. Whoever did this mod did a really good job. I mean, I know it's really unrealistic, but that is really good. There is actually a really good chance that we will be able to complete this contract in a single pass, because obviously you don't need to complete the whole field to hit the contract. So we'll see. That little strip might be enough to ignore. %. Need to stop at a fuel station as well, or put one on the farm. We do really need to get one of those set up. That might actually be a really good investment once we put together a little bit of money. Vehicles are going to run out of fuel on a regular basis, so something to consider. No, it looks like we're going to have to go back up the other way a little bit, so... Come on. Why is it also the last few percent always seem to take so long to complete when you consider how quickly some of the rest of the field will go? Anybody else ever noticed that? You can start a contract and you rip through the percentage and it goes from 0 to like 50 in a blink of an eye, and the closer you get to 100%, I swear things just slow right down. Stray a bit too far over. Someone's getting some free fertilizer. Oh, you're going to make me do the whole field, aren't you? There we go. Contract complete. Hand that one in. Nothing more, so 5 and 9. These are so small that they'll probably be one pass fields. We'll try 5 next because it's the closest. And we will see if we can get that one done in one pass. I'm really curious to see whether we can do a wide field in a single pass. Might be asking a bit too much at this one, but we'll see. We'll see. If we have to go around the outskirts a little bit, we'll go around the outskirts. We'll take it a little wide and we'll try and get it lined up centrally. I think it's about there. So will it do it? No. Right down the middle. Terrible. Okay, well, we'll turn a little bit. Hopefully that'll be enough to... There we go. Snag the side. You know, I've got to give the JCB props. I mean, it's pulling quite a heavy trailer, and it's going up quite an incline. I don't know, it doesn't look it, but it is quite steep, and it hasn't lost a single point of speed. I did actually kind of expect it to struggle a little bit when it was under working pressure, because obviously when you turn an implement on, it actually uses some of the engine power, so pulling things can get a bit complicated when you're sapping power away from the engine to power a trailer and then ask it to pull it up a steep hill. JCB does a good job. We will, of course, move on to other tractors when we can afford it and when we need it. With 2 tractors isn't going to be enough. We are absolutely going to need quite a few tractors because we're going to get spread out over this map. So this one will probably get repurposed to something else, and other tractors will take over the basic field work. My usual go-to one for fieldwork is the Fent 1167 tractor. I do like that one so much. The Case Quad Track and the Steiger is also a really good choice. I expect to see those on the farm sooner or later. Sooner if I can particularly help it, but of course the thing slowing us down at the minute is money. We don't have a lot of it. and we have a lot to buy. We haven't even addressed the fact that we haven't started paying off our debt. And that's the whole point of this playthrough, this challenge, is that we recover the £10 million debt. But to do that, we need a working farm, so the debt is essentially on the back burner for now. Yes, it's costing us a fortune each day in interest charges, but I'm fine with that. We seem to be able to ensure that we make enough to cover that, but obviously combines, tractors, trailers, animals, buildings, all of that costs a fortune. So that's where our money is going to get sunk into for quite some time. Next order of business is either another field, which is not cheap, or a larger combine. I returned the top liner because we're not going to need it for a few days, and there was no point in spending the money on leasing it when we're not going to be using it. We will look at one of the top end combines, probably the class. Because we do have the mod lease to own, so we can lease it to start with, and we will eventually be able to buy it without having to buy a whole new combine unit, and the price will come down. So if we just angle a little bit to the left, we might be able to get this one in one pass. There we go. We're really lucky we've done just enough to sneak this one through. Since we are very, very close, once we're done with this one, I think we're going to refuel. Hopefully we're going to get the end notification that we're complete. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Excellent. So we'll fold the arms in, grab that. No more contracts. We're not even at midday, and we're all out of contractual work, which is a little worrying. We are at 120,000. Get on the right side of the road, you idiot. Not them, me. Terrible. Bad driver. Zoom it in a little bit so we can see a bit more. So we will stop in here and refuel. Won't take long. So yeah, no contract work left. Fields are all up to date. We are going to have to accelerate a bit of time. That's okay. Before we go too much further, let's have a look at the fields. Oh, so we own 10 and 11. Our next one is going to be 217, 225, 278. I was going to say 12, but that's not right. So it's going to be number 3. Which currently, I mean we can't buy it today anyway, but currently it has potatoes on it, which is absolutely no use to us. 217 isn't that far away, and potatoes would actually come in handy for the pigs. I wonder if we were to just cut some trees. We could probably push that through today. What was it at? It's got a couple days growth in it. But in a couple of days time we could have enough to get some potatoes into play. What's this? So it needs stone picking, but we can't do that until we've harvested it. It's fully fertilised, it doesn't need lime, and it's got no weeds. So I think we have an aim for the day. Got a couple of jobs to complete before we do that, so what we'll do is we'll drop off the fertiliser. We'll grab the stone picker and drop them off into the lime maker so that that's producing lime. Don't need to plant trees yet, but I would like to get some in because obviously it's going to take a few days for them to grow, and while they're growing we can continue chopping down others in their place. I don't actually have the forest area cleared. I don't think I could get that done in time. Wow, 7,110 litres of stones in here. Where's the drop-off point on this thing? Obviously you can unload at the top, or you can unload at the side. The top would obviously be for a bucket, or the side loader. Oh, that's not a side loader, that's just the mechanical thing. Where's the... oh, it's at the back. Okay. The side icon is the configuration. So we're going back into this tiny little area. We may need to move that honey drop-off point. I might put that closer to the farmhouse, to be honest, so it's not getting in the way and I don't risk knocking them all around. I don't want to do that. There we go. So in there you go, and hopefully that's working as intended. There we go, and lime is being produced. This is a core piece of equipment, so we'll leave this one up here simply so that when we work through the fields all of our basic equipment is ready at hand. Don't want to spread it out too much around the farm, and the other barns and that will get utilised as we progress. But we will move the tractor and park him in there. We don't actually have a use for this garage at the minute, so it seems like a good opportunity to put it to good use. Park our tractor. Needs a wash, but his job for the day, for the time being at least, is done. We will jump in the JCB, I'm obsessed, into the John Deere. This is of course set up for wood chipping. What we will do is, well, I will work on some trees while you watch it all in time temp speed with some nice music, so that I don't have to keep talking about absolutely nothing, and I don't bore you all to tears with my voice. So yeah, we will. I was going to clear that so that I could start building my entrance point, but I think the better option will be to move over to... That's a big bump, I must have flattened that out. Where we go? The intended forest area, which is over here. we want to start clearing this out. If we can clear this out, then we can plant our own trees in there and just keep them cycled around, and they're out of the way, so they won't get in the way of fields or anything like that. And it should be a big enough area that we'll get exactly what we need. As you can see, I've started painting in the area that I'm going to be utilising. Everything else around it will be grass. We will just keep that as a forest area. So yeah, there we go. So I will do that. You can enjoy the sped up version and have fun with the music. So we'll speak again when I'm done. So there we go. We wanted, what was it? It was 217,728. We have it. 262.06. Got a few more trees cleared out. Not the most exciting stuff in the world, but it's all good work. And it's all good money. So we will buy that field. Another one off the list, and that is of course potatoes that will grow. We don't need to do any prep work for it. We will need to stone pick it, but we'll be doing that every time we clear our field anyway. And that of course means we need to buy a potato harvester. Or in this case lease a potato harvester, but no need to rush on that. Score for 2 to 3 days on that before we're going to need anything for it. Our silage is progressing, it's about 60% done, so that's coming along. That'll probably be tomorrow. Obviously we'll have lime producing nicely there. We have a few bags to work through as well, so that's not a problem. And our forestry area is taking shape. I've cleared out a couple of rows. It's going to be quite large, but it should be really good once it's all laid out proper. We should get a few hundred trees in here, I reckon, quite possibly. Nice decent rows, and we'll be able to set up a nice forestry area that will net us plenty of wood for wood chips and of course furniture, which is coming along well. Just a quick look on that. And of course the byproduct of having a sawmill is that it is producing wood chips for us, but a teeny tiny amount. Nothing to really worry about there. Oh, look at that, we have planks. That's not particularly helpful. Well, what we can do, obviously that's a sawmill, so what we need is production, grain, spinnery, sugar mill, tailor, cereal, oil, grape, bakery, carpentry. Yeah, there we go, we need a carpentry output. There's only one in the list, and it's 60,000, but that will want planks and wood, and that will produce more furniture and more wood chips. And we could fit that close by this, because we don't need all this space, so we could theoretically, I can't afford it now unfortunately, but we could place it around about here. Maybe even here. I don't want it too close because it will get in the way of picking up stuff. But we could just get a little bit creative with space and lay it in. There are a number of options available to us here. But anyway, yeah, we don't quite have the money for that, so it's not a problem. I don't think there's anything on the map that is carpentry wise. I know we do have a sawmill down here, but I don't think there is a carpentry spot available. Oh, our olives actually needs some fertilizer as well. Sugar mill, spinnery, grape, grain. Oh no, yeah, there's a carpentry one over there. So we've already got one pre-placed, but we'll go after that one secondary. We'll place our own one here simply so that it's closer together, so that when we're clearing out this area we can just bring it all here, and obviously we'll be able to move the planks from here to wherever I put it around here, and it will save us a lot of time. And it will use up a little bit of this open space, because there's no point in cutting this for grass. It's a silly little area. It'd be better used for infrastructure. We'll probably put a few other buildings dotted around as well, and utilising all the farm space we can for everything we need. So we will call the episode there. Just quick on the contract situation, see if anything else has cropped up. No. So yeah, that is episode 3 all done. Not much to do today, obviously. We've had a few contracts and some tree cutting. I will continue some work while not recording. I'll keep clearing the trees, and hopefully we'll be able to pick up another couple of contracts before the actual day runs out. If not, then I will just accelerate time until we move into day 3. So either way, I'll see you all in the next video. If you enjoyed this one, and I really hope you did, give us a thumbs up. That would be hugely appreciated. Leave us a comment if you feel like it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And one way or another, I will see you guys in the next episode.